everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me today as I am participating in the hashtag 2022 collage challenge hosted by Leigh of Leigh's Art Studios and Julie of Art and Junk Journals with Julie, whose information I'll list below, and you can check out all the other people who are doing this challenge by typing in the hashtag 2022 collage challenge, but you need to put in collage challenge JUN for June. So like all the other ones were, say like March would be MAR at the end of it. All of that information will be in my description box if you're interested in joining in. I want to say thank you very much for all those people who have subscribed to my channel lately. I am creeping very slowly up to 300, which is really 300 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so blessed with all those people who have joined my channel, and thank you very much for all your lovely comments. Anyway, back to the challenge. And so we are up to June, and where did I do it? Oh, there's my bit of paper. So we are doing style is retro, colour is purple, which is why I'm using a purple pen, watercolour pen. Autumn is the theme, missed one. Paper is ledger, receipt, form, voice. Oh, invoice, I didn't get that out. Image, place, building, architecture, door. Splashes, random paint marks, that one. And asterisk or star for the shapes, and the swap items, handwriting, letter, postcard. Just realised I'm so busy getting lots of other things that I forgot to get a couple of things. So I'm just going to turn you off and go find them, and I'll be back in a minute. Hi, I'm back. I've got a piece of my architecture as the window, and I've got the ledger paper, but I'm going to just make the window purple because that's the colour. I just realised I've left my drink bottle out in the kitchen blast, because inevitably I'll need a drink when I'm doing recording. Nuisance. Just causes me to cough. So I hope you are doing well today and keeping busy. It's Sunday here, Sunday before this is due on the Wednesday to come out, on the first Wednesday of the month. This challenge, people who are participating in this challenge tend to put their videos. Julie and Leigh's will certainly be out on the Wednesday, the first Wednesday of the month, and they ask other people to join in to try and do the same. So terrible colouring in here, but shall I make it a shabby chic window? I used to have a purple ink. I don't know what happened to it. Probably got rid of it because I wasn't using it. Not a colour I use very often. Purple. I don't think it's a colour that people use for decorating either, but I just thought it would add a little bit of colour to my collage. Not the best colouring in, but I might go over it in a bit of a ink sort of light pink here. As you see, I only opened it. I bought some things from Craft Online, so I'm going to quickly use some of that. Nice clean right. Looks more shabby chic than retro. If I don't like it, I just might not end up using it in the end. Anyway, just put it to one side, get my collage book back. And as you can see, this was for February, shabby chic. Medieval and winter was March. April, A for April, and I probably did write April so that we know it's April. That was boho. And this last one was vintage and summer. That was interesting one to try and find things for, but we'll see how we go with this one. So we need to have, where's my prompts? So let's grab a bit of paper, okay, that's where it is. So we've got, need it there, some ledger paper. I don't think I want to use it all. Just gonna, got this from Amazon booklet of our vintage ledger papers and things like that, but I don't like it because it's too glossy. It's okay for collage, we'll just use it for collage. Autumn is the theme, so retro, let's just start from the beginning. Retro, I've got some women that I've got from a magazine that I have got from 1966. So there's my retro, which one I'll use or whether I'll use them both, I don't know. Colour is purple, so I've got some purple things here, whether I'll use them again. But I've also got purple in this afternoon tea thing, which I thought would, because also got autumn colours in it as well with the browns as well. I thought that might work. Another retro image I've got is Donald Duck, who's very, very prominent in the 60s. And I've got some autumn leaves here. I've also got a postcard with also got a teacup on it. And it's not the same colour as the other one, so whether I'll just tuck it behind the other ones, I don't know. I've got some other autumn things here. And the back of one of those afternoon tea invite things that I could do some handwriting on if I didn't want to do the postcard. So, but that's got handwriting on it, so I'm possibly leaning towards that. I just don't know whether I'm going to use all of these things. It's just a lot for the page. Let's just use that behind. Let's trim that off a bit because it's just too big. Just trim it off using my trimmer. Because back in those days people would have drunk their tea, coffee, more tea than coffee back then, from a teapot. It's obviously a modern teapot because it's got the see-through thing, but we'll make it be fine for now. Still too big. So they would have had all the china to go with it. And the ladies that stayed at home had afternoon tea because we went from the war era to people expecting women to stay at home and keep the house all tidy and have the meals ready for the husband when he comes home from work, which is, I think that was more in the 50s, a little bit in the 60s, because, you know, my mum was home for a while, but I remember she went out to work. Need to have a handwriting showing, I think, for that one. Do I need to have that there as well? It's very busy. It's very busy. Let's have a look at these women. Perhaps I'm going to use the ledger paper to sort of break it up a bit. Use that HK. So Don't particularly want to see the blue because the blue doesn't really go. There she goes. But she's looking a bit worried because she's going to entertain people for afternoon tea. And the window, do I want the window? I need to have some sort of architecture though. Or is she looking through the window? I just don't like that at all. I just need to have something architecture though, so maybe I could just again put everything underneath, so it's just showing a little bit. Yeah, that sort of works. Now I can't see the writing. We could do it that way around. I know I've got everything on this side, but it's like sort of like doing a little bit of a cluster. That's just the way I work really, because I'm a card maker and as well as a journal maker, and I tend to sort of do across the diagonal, and there's the other end of the diagonal there, this woman here, looking to see if her afternoon tea is okay. Didn't cut her out very well. Just chop that little bit off there. So she's just contemplating to see, is that enough? Will that be okay? I don't know, I've got to keep up with Mrs. So-and-so from down the road. Look, I don't know if that was really the case for the average person, but if they really did that, you know, they had time for afternoon tea, probably not. A lot of times they picked up their kids from school, walked there, walked home again. Do I want to have Donald Duck there as well? No, because I don't think he fits. What about some more of this purple? Oops. I think what I might do is just trim around here a little bit. I quite like that purple blossom kind of effect. I'm just end up cutting it all off anyway. Oh no. I think maybe this ledger needs to be up a bit more. Let's have a look. Oh, I could do some splashes yet. Autumn, retro is the woman, and the afternoon tea, I'm calling that retro. Morning tea was probably more like it, with the cups and the traditional teapot. That would have been very the thing there back then, in the 1950s, 1960s. Paper, ledger here, image, just got a bit of a window. Mark making. Need to do some mark making. Where did I do my mark making stamps? I had them here 2 seconds ago, and I've put them probably underneath something else. So look, well, here they are. I'm going to do something with those. Alright, so let's stick this down first, and then we might do some things afterwards. If I can remember where everything goes. Oh, that's right, I need new glue. Cleaned up my desk yesterday because I wanted to give it a good wipe down and put everything away, and forgotten where everything is. So let's have a picture in my head so that goes back to where it was. Maybe I should have that side for retro. No, I like that side for winter, for autumn instead. tea. I think it might be more morning tea than afternoon tea. And it definitely was tea. Like I said, people just didn't drink coffee as much then as they do now. I would have used the traditional teapot. So I think it's funny how we've sort of come full circle now, because when you go out to a cafe, if you want a cup of tea, they'll bring it to you in a tea. They'll bring it in a teapot. Sometimes it's real tea, sometimes it's just tea bags dipped in the tea, but it's nice when it's real tea. We use real tea. We use a tea bowl. So put the tea leaves in the tea bowl. Close the tea bowl. There's a metallic little device. It's got a scoop on that side and a scoop on that side, and you close it up. It's got a little bit of a latch, and that way you can have your tea without having tea bits floating around. Because I remember it was one of the reasons I think I went off tea for a while, because I remember all those bits at the bottom. I didn't like them. Before tea bags were invented. Show my age here. Show my age. Let's just make it onto the page. Just glue back on down again. Probably should remember where things were. But the trouble is, when you stick down things first, sometimes you just got them in the wrong spot. So it's just easy to lift them. I don't know if I want this woman or this woman. To me, she's sort of, you know, she's got her A-line dress, and A-line dresses were very much the thing in the 60s. Just got to cut out. She looks very all ready for a afternoon morning tea. Looking pretty happy because she's going to see her friends. It'll be all tidied away by the time she needs to pick up the children from school. But you know, like, not always. Like, I remember, you know, like, I remember walking to school or riding my bike to school and home again, because we lived in a country town, and just walked or rode our bikes. I think we generally walked. That was when we were a bit older. I mean, obviously when we were younger, my mum used to walk us. Yeah, I think I like her better because she's sort of, her style is more 60s. Did I say I was going to use this as well? Probably overkill. I don't know if they've... See, well, I don't know. See, like, across the road they've got flowers. They are pansies. I know this is not a pansy, but in autumn, so you do get some flowers in autumn. Right, mark making stamps. What colour should I use? Splotches. Should we use brown? Oh, I think I've got many other colours that are sort of like, I don't think I've got any gold. I used to have some gold, but just sort of went by the wayside, I should say. Forest green, pickled raspberry, fire brick. No, fire brick wouldn't go because the wrong colour. Let's just use brown. Okay, I think that's sort of looking alright. This is a Craft Vintage, it's called. Can't remember why. I don't think I bought it. I think it sort of came in a pack of stuff, I think. In a mystery box, maybe. Or did I win it? I can't remember. I've had it for a while. I don't think I bought it. Just don't remember getting it. Doesn't look very mark making, does it? I don't have it. Like I said, I don't have a purple. Maybe we could use the green. Just a touch of psychedelic green. That's the 70s though, that's trouble. Not retro. To me, retro is like 50s, 60s. Where else? Being lazy here, not using a stamp pad. Okay, I think that might be enough. So put that away just there for a minute. Pen. Just to do some outlining. So I've got the style as retro, the woman in her dress, and the morning tea with a traditional teapot. I don't think the whole picture looks very retro there, but I think that the prompts were the things I have. It's got bits of paper everywhere here. Things are not sticking down. So it's my, whoops, bit of go. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, and we'll see you again another time. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry, I just leave in a bit of a hurry before something come up very quickly. I just go. I just want to finish off my collage, and I've quickly just wrote down the prompts down here while I was just fiddling, working out what I wanted to do next. I highlighted the edges of the collages with black pen, and I'm just not really happy with my splotches and my splashes. So I'm going to use my watercolor paint here, because like I said, I don't have ink in this color, and you can use watercolors on your stamps. Might be damaging them. Let's see. Oh, lost the lid. Lose the lid. Goes all dry. Yeah, it looks very splotchy. I think splotches are also like the flicks. Again, I just could just create a bit of water, I suppose. That's better. Yep, I think that'll be enough of the splotches for now. I just don't really want to do much else to the collage. Like I said, I apologise for before, but I just had to go in a hurry. Everything's okay, just needed to go and do something in a bit of a hurry. So, retro. I've interpreted it as using this woman here in her retro dress, and the fact that I want to say afternoon tea, but I just don't know if people did afternoon tea or was morning tea anyway. Some sort of tea, afternoon tea with a traditional teapot and teacups and things like that. That would have been a thing to do in the 50s and 60s. The purple and lilac around the place. And I've used the autumn colours through this picture here, combines the two colours together, the autumn colours and the purples and the lilacs. The other thing I forgot to do was stars and asterisks. So the other side of these wonderful little pens I've got here from Ohuhu, my youngest daughter won these. Just won them. That's not going to work. Cut that side, and it has the two sides. It has the watercolour on that side and a pen on that side, but for some unknown reason the pen is not working on that side very well, so watercolours it is. Forgot that bit. Thought I'd finished. Sorry. Okay. Have I done everything now? Retro, autumn, purple, lilac, ledger paper, window, splashes, in 3 different colours, autumn colours, the green, just to pick up the retroness of it, and the purple, and asterisks or stars, postcard here, or something handwritten, just some handwriting on there. And I think that's everything. I hope you like my collage today. Again, I apologise for leaving you very abruptly in the middle, but I just had to go. Please give me a thumbs up, make a comment, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.